Kelly Ripa knows how to shock an audience with her quippy one-liners and detailed stories about her life. And Wednesday's interaction was no different. The talk show host, who was absent from the desk a week prior, began discussing a segment about brass on Live with Kelly and Mark, revealing that the lucrative bra industry rakes in $90 billion annually. The bright lights of the Live with Kelly and Mark stage flickered back on Monday morning. But the energy in the studio wasn't quite what viewers had expected. The applause sounded a little hesitant, not because of anything Kelly Ripa did that day, but because of what she didn't do the week before. Kelly had been noticeably missing from the live desk for a couple of days, replaced by a cheerful but temporary guest co-host. The audience, both in studio and at home, had questions. Where was she? Was she sick? On vacation? Filming something secret for ABC? Or, as some speculative commenters on social media whispered, was there trouble in paradise between the show's bubbly co-hosts and real-life spouses Kelly and Mark Consuelo? Well, if the internet was hoping for a carefully worded PR statement and delicate explanations, Kelly Ripa had other plans. She walked right back onto the set in a sunshine yellow dress, looked out at the audience, and smiled. But it wasn't the polite, "Oh, so nice to be back" smile. This one had an edge to it, the kind of smile that says, "I heard you talking, and I'm not here for your nonsense." And then she said it. The 4 words that would echo across social media for the rest of the day: "I don't care." The absence that sparked the buzz for most daytime talk show hosts. Missing a couple of episodes isn't a big deal. They have fill-ins, they have reruns. They have entire teams to keep the wheels spinning. But Kelly Ripa isn't most hosts. She's been a fixture on Live since 2001. And her chemistry with her husband, Mark Consuelos, has been a major selling point since he joined full-time in 2023. When she's not there, people notice. Viewers first became suspicious when Friday's episode opened with Mark sitting alongside a surprise guest actor and frequent fill-in, Ryan Seacrest, who had returned for a quick cameo. Ryan, ever the professional, breezed through the show without much comment on Kelly's whereabouts. But the silence only fueled the speculation. By Saturday morning, fan forums were ablaze. Some wondered if Kelly had caught a late summer flu. Others guessed she might be prepping for a secret project. A few clearly reading way too much into Mark's slightly rumpled hair and solo banter. Whispered about possible marital strain. But the truth, Kelly Ripa had simply decided to take a couple of days off. No drama. No scandal. No cryptic hidden messages. Just a personal decision. Kelly's fiery return. When Kelly returned, she didn't ease into it. From the moment she sat down, she addressed the elephant in the room, but in pure Kelly fashion. She mixed humor, sass, and a touch of New York bluntness. "I saw some of the chatter while I was gone," she began, flipping her hair as Mark grinned beside her. "Apparently, if I'm not sitting here every single morning, something must be wrong. Either I'm on strike, I'm in hiding, or Mark and I are in some terrible reality show level breakup." The audience laughed nervously. Kelly leaned in toward the camera, her voice dropping to a mock-serious whisper. "Let me make this very clear. I don't care what anyone thinks about why I was gone. Sometimes, a girl needs a day or two to herself. You don't question when your neighbor doesn't water the lawn for a weekend. Why question me?" The crowd roared, partly in surprise, partly in admiration. It was the kind of candor you rarely hear from someone whose career depends on public perception. Mark joins the banter. Mark, who has learned the art of riding Kelly's comedic waves, chimed in with his own playful defense. "Also," he said, gesturing to Kelly, "have you met her? This woman works harder than anyone I know. If she wants to vanish for a couple days, I say, vanish. I'll keep the seat warm." Kelly gave him a look, the kind that says careful, "Mister, but also thank you for saying that." Then she turned back to the audience with mock seriousness. "And for those of you who did send nice messages, thank you. For the rest of you," she waved her hand in a dismissive flourish, "see my earlier statement. I don't care why this moment resonates. There's a reason." Kelly's fiery mini-speech hit a nerve. In an era when public figures are expected to justify every absence, post regular life updates, and manage fan speculation like it's part of their job description, Kelly Ripa's blunt refusal to engage felt almost rebellious. It's not that she's ungrateful for her fans. She's been open for decades about how much she values Liv's loyal audience. But she's also made it clear she draws boundaries. Her family time is her own. Her mental recharge days are non-negotiable, and as she's now proven, she's not afraid to say so directly. Audience reactions, both sides of the fences with any celebrity moment that goes even slightly viral. The reaction was split. Supportive fans applauded her attitude. Kelly, Ripa just became my spirit animal. Boundaries matter, wrote one Instagram user. Finally, a celeb who doesn't feel like they owe us their entire life. Tweeted another. Critics, however, took a different stance. If you work in live TV, your job is to show up. Sorry, but I don't care, doesn't cut it. One comment read, "Love Kelly, but maybe skip the attitude next time. Not a good look." Another added. Kelly, of course, is unlikely to lose any sleep over the criticism, given that she literally told everyone she doesn't care. A history of speaking her mind. This isn't the first time Kelly Ripa has clapped back at public perception. Longtime live viewers can recall dozens of moments where she's used humor and candor to address headlines. When people speculated about her marriage to Mark early in his co-hosting run, she joked, "Yes, we fight. And yes, he still makes the coffee." When she returned from vacation one year and the internet speculated about cosmetic surgery, she deadpanned, "Thanks for noticing my extensive spa day." And just last year, when some fans criticized her on-air banter as too personal, she cheerfully announced, "If you think this is too much, you should hear what I don't say." It's part of her brand, the willingness to poke fun at herself while refusing to bend to every opinion. Behind the scenes at live, sources close to the show have hinted that the team actually encourages Kelly to speak her mind, even if it sometimes leads to viral moments. Kelly's authenticity is what makes the show, one production insider shared. Viewers may not agree with everything she says, but they believe her, and that's rare in TV. Another source laughed when asked about the supposed mystery behind her absence. Mystery. She was having a couple of days off. That's it. Not everything is a plot twist. This isn't The Bold and the Beautiful. What this means for live, far from damaging the show. Kelly's candid moment may have actually strengthened the audience's connection to her. Daytime viewers like feeling as if they know the person on their screen, flaws, sass, and all. By leaning into the "I don't care" energy, Kelly reminded people she's not just a polished host reading cue cards. She's a human being who occasionally takes a break. Without guilt. It also reinforced the playful dynamic between her and Mark. Their banter, a mix of genuine affection, gentle roasting, and team of two solidarity, remains one of Live's biggest draws. The last word for now. As the Monday episode wrapped, Kelly looked directly into the camera one last time, and with a mischievous smirk, repeated her new unofficial catchphrase, "I don't care." And then, without missing a beat, she leaned back in her chair, sipped her coffee, and moved on to the next segment about summer grilling tips. The message was clear. Conversation over the online chatter may continue for a while. But if Kelly Ripa has proven anything over her 2+ decades in daytime television, it's this. She'll show up when she's ready. She'll speak her mind when she wants. And if you don't like it, well, you already know what she'll say.